Alright, I got the scale zeroed out with this jar on it so we can weigh our dread, and it's 3.45. Alright, so 3.45. We'll go back to the earlier part of the video and see how much wax remains in the dread. Alright? Alright, we started out with an unwaxed dread that weighed 3.39 grams. Okay? Then we added 5 grams of wax, which is what we figured out, every 3 inches should get 2 grams. Actually, it should get a little less on a dread this size, but we overwaxed a bit because, it happens, some people do. And we want to know what happens if people overwax a little too. So 5 grams of wax. And then we, worked it in, and then we used the hairdryer to remove as much as we could with the hairdryer. And then we washed it with hot water and dread soap, and then dried it. After drying, after we removed all the wax that we could, at that time, not to say that more wax won't be removed in future washings, but at that time, we removed all that we could, and we ended up with a dread that weighed 3.45 grams, okay? So that means that the wax left over inside the dread is 0.06 grams. 0.06 grams. That is a really tiny amount. That's freaking nothing. I'm going to show you exactly how much that is right now. Everybody has a good idea of how much a drop of water weighs. So I think that's a pretty good way to show this. So there's a scale zeroed out. We'll put a drop of water on. We'll just count them. 1, 2, 2 drops of water. 2 drops of water is 0.06 grams. Okay? That's the amount of dread wax that we found was still in the dread after we did our first hot rinse. So let's look at a dread that has 0.06 grams of wax in it. I have a macro lens here that I'm going to go ahead and put on. And that way we can get a really close look at this dread. As you can see, there's no visible wax on the dread at all. It's totally dry and totally ready to make knots. I thought that, maybe you'd be able to find 0.06 grams of wax inside the dread if you poked around. So I took a paper clip and unfolded it and started jamming it around inside the dread. Okay? Now look carefully when I pull this out of the dread. There's no wax on it there. I guess it's in focus there. There's no wax on it at all. It doesn't have any waxy feeling, no waxy residue. It's just clean. Okay? We can poke it in a couple more places. But I mean, obviously you guys remember looking at this same dread, earlier in the video where it was covered with wax. Okay? And here we are, no waxy residue at all. So what we've shown here is that wax can most certainly be removed with a hairdryer and with hot water and dread soap. Okay? So not only have we seen that wax can be removed, but we also know how much wax can be removed during the first hot rinse. Okay, and you can see it's clean. Okay, there's nothing on it. So now we'll stick it through the dread. Okay. And then we'll look at the tip that just came through. You can see that it's completely clean as well. And then the next thing that I want to do is cut the dread open. So we can take a look at a dread that had wax in it, but has had the wax removed. Alright? So basically, it's kind of a nice looking dread. I hate to cut it. We'll go ahead and cut it here. Hold on, there we go. No waxy residue whatsoever. It's just a nice looking dread. All right, and this is after one hot rinsing. All right, no wax holding the hair together. I mean, it's just clean, okay? Cleaner than my fingernails, that's for sure. All right, so let's see, what else can we do here? That's pretty much it. I guess the question is, with it this clean inside and out, where is the 0.06 grams of wax that we know is still in there because of weighing it, you know, before and after the waxing? Well, the cuticle of human hair, and I guess probably animal hair too, but I've done more reading about human hair. It can absorb water, okay? And it actually takes it into the cuticle, and it's beneficial to the hair, all right? If you have water in the hair, in the cuticle, you don't experience dryness and breakage. And I believe that the wax, the 0.06 grams of it, absorbed into the hair cuticle. So it's inside the hair, protecting it, preventing dryness and preventing breakage. And that's why you don't see any of it in the hair. Alright, so thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.